Hey, what is up guys? It's Lobomon for Game here, and today we got another casual match between Bond of Friendship versus Jesmon. My opponent on the right is going to go ahead and start off first, Digivolves into his cost 2, then goes into his starter deck Greymon, which is really good. That's a good start for a first turn, putting me at 2. I go ahead and Digivolve into my BT6 Gabumon. Then over here I'm debating what I wanted to do, but I went ahead and just put down the mat, memory choking my opponent back to 1. Sorry about that guys, I'm just going to do a little cut over here, but he's going to go ahead and Digivolve into Savior Huckmon, putting me back to 2. So as I draw for turn, I'm thinking what I wanted to do here, debating if I wanted to go ahead and promote my Gabu, but I'm just going to leave it. Then I decide to slap a Strawberry on the board, so I can go ahead and top 3 check and check for a Tamer, and a Hybrid, which I do land on both. I add Davis and the promo level. Continuing to go ahead and put my opponent back to 1 memory again, maintaining that tempo just so he doesn't go into Jesmon OTK. He's going to go ahead and play Red Memory Boost. Revealing the top 4 does hit the Huckmon, so he can go ahead and start searching for pieces again and bottom decks everything else. I draw for turn again, and this time I'm going to go ahead and decide to promote my Gabumon, looking into my hand, which puts me to 3, drawing 1 off mat. Then I'm going to go ahead and go for a security check with Strawbymon. Swinging in for 1 check only, gonna swing into a 2k so Strawberry dies, then throwing down the mat, putting him at 1 again, revealing top 3, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in the BT6 Gabumon again so I can have it ready for another turn. It's really hard for the Jesmon player right now just because he has no memory to work with other than the memory boost, but he's just gonna go ahead and leave Savior Huckmon and raising and slap down a Huckmon, revealing top 5, adding the level 5 and the Jesmon back to hand. Ready for next turn if he wants to go ahead and go for the OTK. It's my turn again. I did evolve my Gabumon in my raising, and so I was contemplating whether or not if I wanted to go into Gabumon this early, but because my opponent's kind of behind on memory already, I'm going to go ahead and go into Gabumon, putting me to 0. Gonna go ahead and swing into security, drawing with Upamon's effect, bottom decking, restanding by its own effect, swinging again, restanding by inheritable, and swinging once more. Lives through all 3 checks. So now I'm thinking how I want to set my opponent's memory back again. I do have a Hammer Spark in hand, debating if I wanted to use it or not, just because he can go for an OTK next turn if I give him too much, so I'm going to go ahead and put myself back to 1. Then thinking if I wanted to go ahead and play a Gabumon, or if I wanted to give myself a memory boost, I went ahead and just played down the boost so I can go ahead and top 4 check, adding the promo Lobo so I can go to Guru next turn if needed. He's going to go ahead and promote his Savior Huckmon. He's going to go ahead and use his delay effect to gain 2 more memory, putting him at 4. Plays Jesmon, putting him at 1, and that's perfect because he gets to play Delicate Plan at this point. And now things are not looking too good for me. He's gonna go ahead and swing into security with 2 checks, playing down 1 Sistermon, gaining a memory. First check being Kendo, and the second check being a Tamer, which is Matt, which is great because I can play it on the board. He's gonna swing once more, playing another Sistermon, and lives through that final check. Now I'm thinking he has Omnimon, but if he did, he would have played it already. So right now, it looks like he's just gonna play the Huckmon and putting me back to 2, resetting me to 3 with Davis. Revealing the top 5, adding Savior and Jesmon back to hand. It's my turn. I promote, and I resolve both Nadashida's effect, gaining the memories and the draw 2. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just Digivolve into Gabumon, and that's game from there, because once I bottom deck the blank, no one's gonna have any more blockers, just because blank is the only one that gives the blocker abilities to all Sistermons. And yeah, we're gonna go into game 2. Now going into game 2, my opponent's gonna go ahead and go first again. Gonna try and get the early setup as much as possible. Now he does hard play a Huckmon, but he does whiff the rookie in his raising, which is unfortunate. However, the Huckmon's gonna grab him 2 more Huckmons to go ahead and continue searching, which is really good. I get into my Gabumon, and now I'm going to go ahead and play my Davis since he put me at 3, putting him back to 1, because memory choking the Jesmon player is actually good at this point, because if they don't have memory, they can't really set up. And speaking of memory, he actually plays his own tie, and now I'm screwed. And so comparing to the previous game, I had memory advantage because I kept choking him to 1, but now I have to maximize the memory usage, so I'm going to go ahead and play my Madashida, then I'm going to go ahead and play Strawberry, putting him back to 3. I do hit the promo Lobo, so I'm ready to go ahead and go into Ancient Gururu instead of doing a Rookie Rush, which is really good. My opponent's going to go ahead and Digivolve his raising into a starter deck Greymon. Then he goes into a Savior Huckmon, putting me back to 3. Now it's my turn, and I gotta start making moves here just because I'm actually in lethal range regardless of how many security checks I have. I Digivolve my Strawberry into Promo Lobo, then using Promo Lobo's effect to go ahead and Digivolve into Ancient Guru once more. Swing once, swing twice, survive both checks. Then I'm deciding what I actually wanted to go ahead and play here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play another mat over here. And Ancient Guru gets deleted, but I get to play Strawberry for free, which allows me to go ahead and add that Lobomon to my hand, so I'm ready to go ahead and go for one more push if I need it. He doesn't promote his Savior Huckmon, which tells me that his Jesmon is not ready for play. Does go into another Huckmon, which is going to allow him to add both Systemon blanks. Then he's going to go ahead and play one blank for 3, which doesn't matter because I'll be at 3 anyway, getting him that draw. Move myself to 5 by promoting my Gabumon, due to Madashida's effect, getting those draw 2s again. Decided that I'm going to go ahead and go into my Gabumon, start swinging in, that way I can bottom deck his blank, restand, swing once more, bottom decking one of his Huckmons. However, after the second check, I do actually hit a Judgment Blade, which is going to go ahead and call another blank from his hand, adding Judgment Blade to hand since that's its security effect. And now he has another blocker on board, and I was going to go ahead and push for game because I could have swung with Strabi and go into one of my hybrids. I went ahead and just went for the most optimal play I had in my hand, which is just digivolving my Tamer into a Lobomon, swinging to security. After that, there's nothing much I could really do from here. I just went ahead and played Gabumon and, hope for the best. If I survive, I survive. If I don't, we go into game 3. My opponent draws, promotes Huckmon. I'm ready to take the worst. And now what's interesting is that he actually doesn't have Jesmon. He just plays Judgment Blade on his Savior Huckmon, swings into my Gabumon so he can make sure that I don't go into Gabumon next turn, which is good. Doesn't have piercing. We were discussing about it and he thought he had piercing at first because he thought it was Jesmon, so he didn't. So that was a little slight misplay on his hand. Then he swung with Huckmon, and I believe he's just gonna go play one more blocker. So he's gonna go ahead and play another Systemon so both of them can be a blocker, putting me to 3. Now I'm trying to figure out a way how I'm going to go ahead and game him from here since he has 2 blockers and I gotta swing once more directly. However, I had a Kendo Doruru in my hand, which has the bounce ability on the level 3 and blank's at level 3. So I had to ask him really quick just to make sure blank gives the ability to go ahead and block. And he confirmed it, so I'm going to go ahead and digivolve my Strabi into a Kendo, and that's going to be game from there because as I swing, I'm going to go ahead and bounce it directly back to hand. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is Lobomon for Game, signing out. Thanks guys.